Have you ever wondered if the movies you watch could secretly be opening doors to demonic influence in your life? Could it be that what seems like harmless entertainment is actually designed to pull you away from God without you even realizing it? In today's video, we're going to uncover 6 demonic Netflix movies that Christians should not watch. What you're about to hear may completely change the way you see entertainment and challenge your mindset about what you allow into your spirit. These are not just random opinions. Many of the creators themselves have admitted the dark, occult, and satanic inspirations behind these shows and films. And as believers, we must ask ourselves, are we seeking truth, or are we being blinded by entertainment? The Bible warns us in 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should take advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. That means we can't afford to be ignorant of the enemy's schemes, even in movies. So if you're truly seeking truth, then you must watch this video all the way to the end. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss content like this. A lot of people miss life-changing videos simply because they never subscribed. Also, let us know in the comments which country you're watching from and your view on this topic. We'd love to hear your perspective. Number 1. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. The creators of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina openly admitted that the series was inspired by satanic imagery and occult teachings. It is not a subtle hint of darkness. It directly glorifies witchcraft and the worship of Satan, rebranded as the Dark Lord. Throughout the show, viewers witness disturbing rituals such as blood baptism, satanic covenants, and open allegiance to Satan. The storyline follows a teenage girl who must choose between living a normal life or embracing her destiny as a witch, where obedience to Satan is portrayed as empowering. What makes this even more dangerous is how the show is targeted toward young audiences, presenting rebellion against God and submission to Satan as something exciting, fashionable, and liberating. Spiritual implication. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is not just fiction. It is propaganda that trains young viewers to see Satanism as attractive and harmless, gradually normalizing what the Bible clearly condemns as an abomination. Number 2. Lucifer. The writers and producers of Lucifer openly bragged about rebranding the devil into a charming, likable hero. Instead of portraying Satan as the deceiver and destroyer he truly is, the show flips the narrative and makes him the protagonist. Although it is loosely based on DC Comics, its deeper agenda is tied to twisting biblical truth. The devil is depicted as misunderstood, helpful, and even a force for justice, completely opposite of what Scripture teaches. This subtle deception works by planting seeds in viewers' minds. What if Satan isn't really that bad? What if he just needs to be understood? Such lies are exactly what the enemy wants people to believe. Spiritual implication. Lucifer makes Satan appear harmless, even helpful, conditioning audiences to sympathize with the very enemy of their souls. This kind of storytelling is spiritually dangerous because it dulls people's discernment and makes evil look good. Number 3. The Ritual. The director of The Ritual admitted that the film was heavily influenced by Norse paganism and dark folklore. The story is rooted in ancient mythologies that honor false gods and supernatural beings, and these elements are brought to life on screen in chilling detail. The plot follows a group of men who wander into a remote forest and encounter a terrifying forest deity that demands blood sacrifice. The entire narrative is centered around appeasing this monstrous being through ritual and death. While some may dismiss it as just horror fiction, the reality is that such themes are drawn directly from real pagan worship practices, where demonic entities were honored through sacrifice. Spiritual implication. The Ritual conditions viewers to accept the fear of demonic powers instead of the authority of God. It subtly glorifies the idea that dark spiritual forces hold ultimate control over life and death, rather than pointing people to the true power and sovereignty of God. Number 4. The Haunting of Hill House. Director Mike Flanagan admitted that The Haunting of Hill House was strongly influenced by spiritualism, seances, and ghost lore. Instead of treating the supernatural as pure fiction, the show draws inspiration from real practices of attempting to contact the dead. The story is built around a family plagued by a haunted house, where spirits, possession, and direct communication with the dead are central themes. What makes it more dangerous is that the series mixes emotional family drama with these occult elements, making necromancy appear meaningful or even healing. By weaving sorrow, trauma, and the longing to reconnect with lost loved ones into the plot, the show manipulates viewers into sympathizing with the act of contacting spirits. Spiritual implication. The Haunting of Hill House makes necromancy and talking to spirits look emotional instead of demonic, desensitizing people to something God clearly forbids. Deuteronomy 18 verse 10-12. It replaces the authority of God with a counterfeit hope offered through the occult. Number 5. The Babysitter Director. McG openly confirmed that The Babysitter was inspired by satanic cult themes, though it was deliberately mixed with comedy and teenage drama to make it more entertaining. This blending of horror with humor is not accidental. It's a tactic to desensitize viewers to the reality of evil. The storyline follows a young boy who discovers that his babysitter and her friends are part of a satanic cult. They perform blood sacrifices and demonic rituals in order to gain power, success, and pleasure. What would normally be seen as horrifying is instead presented with a comedic, lighthearted twist. This approach makes the darkness more palatable, especially for younger audiences who may see it as just funny. The danger lies in how easily it normalizes practices that are spiritually deadly. Spiritual implication. The Babysitter makes demonic covenants look humorous and harmless, stripping away the fear and reverence that should surround anything connected to the demonic. It conditions viewers to laugh at what God warns us to avoid, slowly lowering spiritual defenses. Number 6. Apostle director Gareth Evans admitted that Apostle was directly inspired by pagan rituals and folk occultism. Rather than avoiding the spiritual implications, he deliberately incorporated dark religious practices into the heart of the story. The film follows a man who infiltrates a mysterious island cult. As the plot unfolds, the audience is confronted with scenes of blood sacrifices, human torture, and demonic possession. The movie portrays these rituals in disturbing detail, borrowing from practices that are not only fictional, but also reflective of real-life demonic worship. What makes Apostle especially dangerous is how it presents these acts as part of a spiritual system, subtly giving weight to the idea that such rituals hold real power. Instead of exposing the darkness for what it is, the movie glorifies the terror and mystique of the occult. Spiritual implication. Apostle glorifies rituals that mirror real demonic worship, making the occult seem fascinating instead of destructive. For Christians, this film is more than horror. It is a window into practices that directly oppose God and invite demonic influence. Conclusion. As we have seen, these Netflix movies are not just entertainment. From Apostle to Lucifer, The Ritual, The Babysitter, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, and others, the creators themselves admit drawing inspiration from pagan rituals, satanic imagery, spiritualism, and occult teachings. This is not hidden, it is openly acknowledged. What may seem like harmless horror or fantasy is in reality a tool that normalizes demonic practices, glorifies darkness, and twists biblical truth. By laughing at blood sacrifices, sympathizing with Satan, or finding beauty in rituals of death, viewers are being conditioned to lower their guard against spiritual deception. The Bible warns us clearly in Ephesians 5:11, "Have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them." As Christians, we cannot afford to be ignorant of Satan's schemes, especially when they are disguised as entertainment. These shows are carefully designed to desensitize hearts and open spiritual doors. They are not simply stories, they are seeds, and what we plant in our hearts through what we watch will eventually grow.